Okay, guys, um, we have 15 inches. It's a low power. It's an A1990. So that's A1990. It says it's urgent, and yeah, let's see. And it says not booting up, not booting up. So um, because let's put this aside. So I don't want to take chances on this machine because this is a 2018, 2019 design, 15 inches touch bars. Because I know the NAND section of the machines are pretty much they're quick to get affected on these lines. So I don't want to take any chance by connecting my charger because it's on the previous line because I don't want to damage the NAND. So what I want to do is first, and I want to confirm by taking out the back cover to see if I want to confirm if I do not have a short on my previous line before I do anything. So another thing also is you when you're doing these repairs, you have to somehow take records in terms of you, you 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 be aware of the common issues. You try to be aware of the common issues of these devices so that you at least have a better idea as to where to start or what to do, what not to do when you are working on these devices. Okay, back cover is out. The machine is quite dusty. Okay, so before I do anything, I want to be sure that I don't have a short on my PV bus. I'm going to disconnect the battery communication cable, switch my multimeter to continuity mode. So this is a 2018 board. It's different from the one that we had open. Let's open up a 2018, 2019, 15 inches board. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Um, mm, 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 mm. Okay, let's check it on the other board view. I think we should have it open there. Um, yeah, so it's 0-0101041. Let's open it here. Uh, it is 0-01. Okay, no, that's zero. Mm, um, 0-1-0. Okay, 0-1-0-41. There you go. Okay, so that's our board. So what we want to do is we want to check if we have a short on either of the fuse here, F7000 or F7001, which is going to be these two guys here. So, yeah, those. So let's see if we have a short there. The multimeter is switched to continuity mode. Okay, and we have a short. And then there's something else. You see 005.8. So that number tells me that I may not have short directly on my PP bus, but an extension of my PP bus is shorted. If I am having completely zeros, like a dead short, then that I can say, oh, maybe I have a short on my on my PP bus line. But that so an extension of my PP bus line may likely be shorted. So this may be the case of our famous cap. We did make a video on the common failures on A1990s, which is going to be C9081. And C9081, as we see that, so it's an extension of C9081 6 and an extension. So it's not directly connected to our PP bus. C1981 is connected to PP bus through uh, it's connected to our people bus line through R5620. So R5620, it's basically what allows our PP bus line to be connected to C9081. Just see that again. Go back. Yeah, so this is why I don't want to connect my charger. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to head down to C1981 first of all. Okay, let's take out the board and then we can properly dust the board. We need a T4 and a T5 and also a T6 or T8. So you see, this is why I don't want to connect my charger, because I don't want to take the risk of sending my PP bus voltage to my NAND, because I'm not sure what state the board is in. So it's really important before you introduce power onto your machine to know the state of the board. Very important. Otherwise, there might be more damage. Um, yeah, by you sending power to the board. When you're taking out your screws, you want to try to follow a particular order. That will help you to not skip any screw. Although it's not so important, because if you skip any screw, one thing for sure, it's you will likely find out, because you will not be able to easily remove the board. So yeah. So the description on this machine, which is not booting, so I would think that, okay, this is a machine. From the description, you would think that the machine starts but doesn't boot. But what they actually meant was the machine doesn't start, which is it doesn't power at all. So this is not that is not booting. So sometimes when the cap is not completely dead, you may sometimes have you may sometimes have a partial feedback from your trackpad, and then it goes dead again. So maybe the machine was in that state, but I'm not going to risk connecting power to the board, because I don't want to damage further. I don't want to create any further damage, which would obviously then make the repair uh, like a little bit delayed, because now you don't want to damage your NAND, and then card is going to lose your data. yeah, you don't want to do all of that. So the board is out. The next thing we want to do is we want to check the other side of our board. So if you see how dirty that section of the board is. So let's see if yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. So that is our C1981. Where is our C1981? There. See one side of it. See that. Uh, trying to focus. Trying to focus so you guys can see. So that it's the guy there. That. You see one side. You see how one side is greenish. So that it's that side of it, that's where it's damaged, and that is why it's passing the voltage to ground. So what you want to do is you just want to remove it from the circuitry like this, just like that, and let's hope that that has not had there's been no effect on the NAND circuitry. Let's check that. So sometimes what happens it's so sometimes what happens is when the cap fails, it just further burns out, and then it just also damages. Um, so it damages the regulator, which is U9080, and that is supposed to switch. That is a buck converter that is supposed to switch your PV bus voltage into and then takes a high voltage and then turns it into a low one to 2.5 volt. But then when it fails, it would send out exactly what it has received, which is about 12.6 volt to your NAND, and then that will damage your NAND. So we have taken out the cap from the circuitry. The next thing we want to do, we want to measure to see that our short is out of the board. So if the short is still there, that's really bad because it would then mean that U9080 also failed in the process and it sent 12 volts to our NAND. So now let's see if we still have a short. I really pray that we don't have a short. I almost had a I almost had a heart attack. So yes. So I just checked again now and Alhamdulillah we don't have a short. Yeah. So I just checked again now and our short is gone. So our problem was definitely C9081, C18, yeah, C9080. No, C9081 was definitely our problem. C9081. Okay. And that so our problem was contained within C9081, and nothing else was affected in the process. Alhamdulillah, that's a good one. So the next thing we want to do is we want to check that our board now starts, and yeah, pretty much. So that one cap was preventing the machine from starting. So there's a video that I made where I said common in 1990 issues, where I went over the C9081. Mm, okay. So what I do is given that the board is going to go back in the shell and then it's going to follow the same order, which is now oftentimes that it's a wear and tear. So what I do is I do not put back C9081. So that should there be any form of accumulation of dirt in that section, you do not have the same circle repeating itself. So what I generally do for this type of failures, I do not put back C981. It's not a problem because on that same line I have On that same line, I have C9080, I have C9073. So I'm really not worried not having C9081 on the board, because I mean it's kind of safer in this particular application. And given the section, the position of C9081 on the board, and because the position plays a big role in why it commonly fails. It's close to so that it's close to this section of the board here. So, and then you have accumulation of that, and then sometimes oxidation, and then eventually a bit of oxidation, and then the cap fails, and then you end up losing sometimes a complete machine, not the machine, but you lose your data, because should the NAND also be affected, then the NAND has to be replaced. One of Yeah, I mean, with the NAND replaced, you're losing your data. So I tend not to put it back. It's more uh, it's more danger with putting it back than the good that it's doing. Just dusting out the board. We do have a blower on the other desk. The Peter's desk and Ask desk over there, they do have a blower, but I'm such a manual guy. As you guys can tell already by now, I'm one of the old schools. Yeah, so I'm not very modern in terms of the tools that I use. I mean, you guys can see that we're using very basic tools. So yeah, let's see if we have a booting machine. What happened? Oh, okay. I thought we lost our sound. We still have sound, and then this is gonna be our last repair for tonight. We just hope that everything works the way it should, so we don't have to spend more time here. So I put one or two screws to hold the board in place. Okay. So I'll try to see if we have a working machine. We pray and hope that we have a working machine so we don't have any type of extended issue. We have trackpad feedback, no? Yes, we have trackpad feedback. Trackpad feedback. Fine is starting, which is good. And we have Apple logo. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. It's a beautiful Apple logo. And yeah, That's it. I'm just gonna, yeah, let me show you guys can see that. Wait, what am I doing? I wanted to hide the name, but yeah. Okay, so pretty much, guys, that's it. This is completed repair. The machine is gonna go through the standard testings and then get finalized, and then the client will be informed to have to come have a happy working machine. Ah, I want to shout out to uh, my mentor, my teacher, and the one who advocates for the right of repair, no other than Louis Rossman. He is empowering so many people in the repair industry, and he's doing a lot. And we are solidly behind him. And um, he has done so much good to the repair community, and he's still doing that. For some of you who are not subscribed to his channel yet, please go subscribe to his channel. He's doing amazing work, and you learn a lot from his repair videos. He is way better. I mean, he has fancy tools. I like my very basic tools. He has pretty much fancy tools, and then you will learn a lot, especially if you really want to do this full time. You will learn a lot from his channel. So it's Rossman, uh, um, Louis Rossman. So his name is Louis Rossman, and there's so much you can learn from him. So guys, this is going to be the end of our video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.